Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. And let me see here. Helen Marmon, thank you so much for being first. All right. And Mary H is here. Hello, thank you. Kathy G. Mm, okay. And what else do we have here? Karen Williams, thank you for being here. And everybody else. Okay. There we go. Or was it this one? Hold on. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah. I like that picture of Harry looking a little sassy over his shoulder like that, like, please. Please. As if. As if. I like that one. Let me see. So you guys, you know what? I almost forgot I was coming on tonight. I am totally fixated with this whole tsunami thing. Um I've been just mesmerized by all the news and everything. Well, let's hope that there's nothing to it, but they say that this was a very big earthquake. Like in the history of recording earthquakes, this was one of the bigger ones. It does not mean that there is imminent danger of like a huge tsunami wave, but you definitely can't rule it out either. Um, so I would advise, if you are in a low-lying area, in the area that they say will be affected by the tsunami, the prudent thing is to go to higher ground. Go to higher ground. Yeah, 8.9, right? Yeah, that's well, it's okay. Let me stop looking at that screen. Let me stop looking at that. So there it says, how do you know if a tsunami is coming? Well, they'll tell you on the news, that's for sure. But otherwise, let me see, wireless emergency alert and text messages. There's radio, outdoor sirens, online and television. Um, Now, one of the things that they say is that people immediately notice that the water has been pulled out away from the shore. Sometimes the water leaves so fast that there are literally fish flapping on top of the sand or whatever. And then of course that is followed by but it doesn't always happen like that though, because the smaller waves, I don't think that happens, but the big waves, the ones that are dangerous, I do believe it means that the water is pulled away from the shore, and then when it comes back, sometimes it's as tall as a house. So it just kind of reminds me of waking up to that what was it, an Indonesian earthquake or whatever it was that time? And was that Christmas Day? I think it was Christmas Day. And just all of that stuff that was happening, it was a lot to take in. Hello, Gwendolyn Daniels. Thank you for being here. And you guys, really, I promise we're not going to be here more than an hour. Promised. Not even an hour. Not even an hour. Hey, Legs. Thank you very much. So, Legs, you are in on the West Coast, right? Oh, and what's that? It was an 8.8 and it was up upgraded to 8.9 about 2 hours ago. Yeah. There's a let me see. Where is that? I believe this is Honolulu. And you can see people are hitting the shops, buying as much stuff as they can. And then people, they say there's a lot of traffic. People are taken to the higher ground. So Japan, the Midway Islands, I think. But yeah, they said Japan. This is the weird thing. They said if you're in Japan, it doesn't matter what side of the island that you're on. It matters not which side of the islands you're on. If you're in Japan, you're not you need to take the higher ground no matter what side of the island. So yeah, pretty scary stuff. San Francisco, like all of northern California. See there? Oh, that's not a good map, is it? Let me see if I can find something that. Oh, yeah. I went the wrong direction. Here you go. Connie Bomber! Hey, Connie Bomber, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Connie Bomber! By the way, you guys, if you would like to sign a birthday card for Connie Bomber, please go to the community post. It is on the community post where you can leave a thoughtful message for Connie Bomber. Also, you're free to use the chats here, but also do go to the community post. I'm going to leave it up, of course. So happy birthday, Connie Bomber! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey. So, of course, we have to do a salsa, right? We have to have a birthday salsa. Oh my goodness, this only comes around once a year. So, let's do it then. Let's do it. Yes, there you go. Happy birthday, Connie Bomber. uh, you guys, just by chance, I just happened to go over to an account that I had never seen before. Was that, did I ever see that account? But of course, as you know, I love going down to the comments. And of course, that being a very Sussex friendly space, there was a Connie Bomber in the comments there. I was like, how did I know she would be here? How did you guys, you just cannot really appreciate how many times I have gone to new accounts and there was Connie supporting yet another Sussex friendly space, which, for anyone struggling to get their message out, someone's like hoping, to grow their channel, you could not know how much it means to have that early support, like the first 100 people to support you or whatever. It's like 100, and there's 1,000, and it's just very exciting. It feels overwhelming, um, knowing that the energy that you have put out there has been received by someone. And of course, there are a few core people that are always in early on those friendly spaces. So thank you again for that. That means a lot. So I'm going to say on behalf of all of us content creators, that is greatly appreciated. Okay. And so I was just like, well, I wanted to do something like just make a little slide that reflect Switzerland, and the what is it? The Edelweiss flower. It only blooms for a very short time every year, but it is shaped like a star. Yeah, it's like the stars are not just above the mountains in Switzerland, but they also and that's the national flower of Switzerland. Not to be confused with Connie Bomber, of course. That is a national flower of Switzerland. Um, there's two. There's Connie Bomber, and then there's the Edelweiss. So beautiful flower. I don't think I've ever seen it before today, but I was looking for something special, and that's what I found. So um, very lovely flower. It grows places where oh really? Is that right? Yeah, those flowers will grow places where almost nothing else will. I wonder if that's like the world's highest altitude flower. It has to fight the cold and the wind and the this and the that. So yeah, that is the national flower of Switzerland. Well, excellent. I'm happy. I'm glad I picked, or should I say, I chose wisely when I was looking for something. And lastly, of course, there's this one that I had made when Connie Bomber was under the weather. A burst of flowers. Yeah, very, very pretty. So, otherwise, you guys, like I said, I'm not going to be on that long. I was just going to share, of course, this with you about the possible tsunami that follows the earthquake, one of the biggest quakes in history. There it is. And yes, it says 8.8, but it has been upgraded to an 8.9. So that would put it in between the 1952 Russia and the 1906 Ecuador. So again, that's not accurate any longer. It's been upgraded. Um, wow, Chile, 9.5 in 1960. Oh my goodness. Anyways, you guys, oh, the one in Indonesia in 2004. That was that big one, wasn't it? Gosh, those are scary. Those are scary. Anyway, if you know someone who's in harm's way, and they are hesitant to take the higher ground, uh, I give you permission to use profanity if you think that will, help them make up their minds. Drop a few f bombs and you know a few mfers and a couple of sobs, and spice it up a little bit. They got to know you're serious. They got to know you're serious. But sometimes people are just hesitant to get out of Dodge, if you will. But let's hope that those warnings are not even necessary. Well, yeah, I've been kind of fixated on one of those what YouTube channels where they have been like reporting for the past few hours. Okay, yeah, and they said that some whales washed up on the shore in where was that? In Japan. Okay. Anyway, I'm looking at some live images from Hawaii, and the water doesn't look out of the ordinary, at least not much out of the ordinary. So, but yeah, they're saying that like right about now, that if something is going to happen, and I think they're going to take the alert is going to last for overnight. I believe that's what they said. So, water receding in, oh, that's not good. The water receding in Hanalei Bay. Now remember, oh my God, I see that. When the water recedes, that is when it's scary. That means that something is coming back. Water receding in Hanalei Bay. Yeah, that is not a good sign. When that water pulls out of the bay and it comes back, that's anyway, when the water recedes, you need to run like hell. You need to run like hell. Oh, well. Anyway, you guys, pray for those people. They're going to need it. Oh, man. So, yeah. And then after I'm finished here, I'm going to be up all night looking at everything. Okay, California, how old is this report? An hour? It says all of West Coast upgrade to tsunami advisory. Less an advisory, not a warning yet. What's that? Francia Mosley says, my friends stationed in Hawaii told me that the state is on alert. Let's see. TB, well, okay. Says, I am scared. I'm from California and I am used to the earthquakes. All right. Oh, you're on watch too. Okay. Again, if you just joined us, it is Connie Bomber's birthday. Um, there we go. I love that one. I love all the colors and everything. That is pretty. Okay. And so, you guys, I'm going to just say this, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I am so disappointed that you all have not watched um the the Gilded Age. I just thought we were going to have this lovely conversation about the Gilded Age, and nobody watched it. I am so disappointed. Aren't you guys just ashamed of yourselves for not watching it? The Gilded Age. It is the new Downton Abbey. I am just, I'm just, I'm disappointed. I am so disappointed. I thought we were going to Oh, let's see. Edie says, I just watched it for the third time. You know what? I rarely ever look at another episode of anything, especially immediately. And I had to go back and watch that one. Let me see. I was going through my subscription to see what I can cancel. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, you like the Regency period? Yeah, the Regency was pretty cool. Um, and let's see, the Regency period, that's defined as that period when what was his name became the regent for Mad King George, and he was like spending the heck out of George's money, building all kind of stuff. It's weird though, because when you go to a Hyatt Regency hotel, there's nothing at that hotel that looks like it's from the Regency period. It always looks kind of futuristic. I'm like, okay, where's the Regency? There's nothing Regency here. Oh, Connie Bomber, thank you so much for the super sticker. And again, happy birthday to you. Okay, let me see here. I'm on watch group for the show. It's awesome, very accurate about the period. Well, in that case, since I just happen to have a few slides ready from yesterday when I could barely get anybody to say, or should I say, acknowledge that they watched it. Um, I may as well go ahead and bring those up then. Okay. The Gilded Age. Um, let me see. That's Miss Marion Brooks. That's Agnes. Oh, wait. No, that's not Agnes. What is her name? Mrs. Van Ryan. And that, of course, is Bertha Ross. And that is Miss Peggy Scott. Yes. And yeah, so that is the Gilded Age. Now, that Scooby snack right there, that is his name is Harry Somethingson. I forget his name, but anyway, he's from Australia, but he plays Larry Ross. Yeah, Larry Ross. Bertha is the queen. I love Bertha. So that is George Ross, and he plays a character that was inspired by Vanderbilt, by the Vanderbilt patriarch. And anyway, good old Daddy Warbucks, that's what he is. He's rich. And it's interesting to this period when it's after the Civil War, right? And it predates the automobile. I don't even think electricity is available yet. Oh yes, it is. They lit up that one building, so people are getting electricity. And what else? No telephones, no radio. That, of course, is a guy that is playing J.P. Morgan. Well, they found somebody who is almost as beastly looking as the real J.P. Morgan. As a matter of fact, this guy is kind of hot compared to the real J.P. Morgan. I was hoping to find the librarian in one of those scenes, Mrs. Acosta Green. What was her name? Something Acosta Green. No longer greener, but just simply green. Good morning, Barbara Canada. And anyway, Miss Peggy Scott. Oh, you know what, guys? I knew I was going to like this series when it first came on, but since the debut, all the way to season three is the best ever. The best ever. Julian Fellows has done it again. Now, you guys, I know this is kind of a is the maid Okay, let me see. The Scott maid on Gilded Age, the one who plays the maid. Isn't there something interesting about her? I thought. I'm not talking about on the show. I'm talking about in real life. In real life, I think there's something rather interesting about her. Let me see if I can find it before I say it, before I put my big mouth into it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. First of all, let me spell maid correctly. All right. Miss Ellen. Okay, that's what they call her, Miss Ellen. Um, okay, Miss Ellen. Okay, but who plays her though? Portrayed by Sandra Caldwell. Okay, Sandra Caldwell. Now, Sandra Caldwell, is this something that is there something extra interesting about you or no? Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. Yeah. Okay, I will keep it to myself because I'm barking up the wrong tree, I think. Hmm. Okay. Nope, I was wrong. Oh, no, I was right. Okay, now here's what's interesting, you guys. For many decades, Caldwell would not tell people that she was born a male and lived with the fear that this news could devastate her and her career. You wake up afraid, you go to sleep afraid. You're trying to figure out if someone is going to drop the bomb. You are just afraid all the time. After writing and performing her autobiographical musical show, The Guide to Being Fabulous, after you've skinned your knee, um, oh, that was at the Berkeley Street Theater in Toronto. Caldwell entered a period of depression, concerned that she needed to disclose even more of the truth of her life. She told the New York Times after the show, um, the the bottom fell out because I felt like I was lying. I felt left. I had left myself out. I let the truth about me out in 2017 after getting the lead role in a play, Charm, based on the life of fellow Black trans woman Gloria Allen. Caldwell revealed publicly for the first time that she was herself trans. The show and coming out performance were well received. Variety, Marilyn Stasio called Caldwell a Black transgender woman of immense poise, beauty, and, pardon me, I can't help myself, charm. And New York Magazine's Sarah Holdren praised her as classy and charismatic. She further disclosed her experience living in stealth and now as an openly trans woman in the 2020 documentary Disclosure: Trans Lives on Screen. So, yes, the lady that you see in the background there, that is the actress that I'm speaking of. So, this show, even in real life, they have definitely shared I guess, the realities of the world that we live in. So there's a lot of black people who, actually, a lot of people, period, that didn't know that there was a black elite that was, I guess, emerging from the days of slavery, but also you have in real life, present day, someone who's playing the maid in this series that happens to be transgender. So good for her. Yeah, I thought I heard that in passing one day, and then I didn't think about it anymore until I just looked at this slide. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the okay, that's her right there. So yeah, there you go. All right. And I believe that Peggy Scott, her character was inspired by Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells, of course, was a writer, and but the big difference is Ida B. Well was from the South, and but again, these are not the actual characters; they're just based on all the entire series is based on real life accounts, and also the characters in some cases have the actual, are the actual characters, or ins- are, and then some are just inspired, so the names are not the same. Okay. And of course, that is Agnes Nixon, who plays Mrs. Forte. Anyway, she's done an amazing job. Now, if you guys have watched, did she get the watch back when she went to that séance? Did she get her watch back? I want her to have her watch back. The cast of Gilded Age. I want her to have her watch back. Okay, Gilded Age cast and crew. So that is Cynthia Nixon, who plays Ada. Oh, wait a minute. Ada Brooks and Agnes Van Ryan. That's Christine Baranski. I may watch if it's based off of true portrayals. Well, either way, I find it incredibly entertaining. The thing that really hooked me into the Downton Abbey was the opening of the first episode. The kid is actually no. Let me get this right. The very first episode of Downton Abbey, it starts at the newspaper. They're printing out the newspaper, and I believe that the guy who gave the papers to the paper boy, when he looked at the paper, he was like, you know what, you need to just take this up to the house right now. So um, everyone who looked at the front page of that newspaper had shocked looks on their faces, right? And then, of course, when they give the paper to Lord Grantham for breakfast, there is the sinking of the Titanic rather. And that's how the actual series started, is that it starts with the sinking of the Titanic and how the news hits this aristocratic family when two of the heirs to the family's estate have gone down with the ship. Two of the heirs have gone down with the ship, which caused a lot of problems. They had to go and find a distant male heir, cousin Matthew, to groom him for running the estate. So that's how it started off. And I was just totally pulled in by all of the, you know, stuff about the present day of during that period. So I thought it was incredibly interesting. Okay. Good morning from Liberia. Thank you so much, Zoe. I'm sorry. Is it Zakofoy? I'm sorry, Zakoy Farms. Thank you. All right. And of course, I hate to give out the spoilers if some of you guys haven't watched and you may want to watch it. Jacqueline Austin says, I'm watching Gilded Age, Baron, and enjoying it very well. Well, I don't want to give out spoilers, then, if you haven't seen all, season 3 up until this point. I won't give out any spoilers, but I just say please watch it. I rather enjoyed it. And they have painstakingly done their due diligence. I mean, it's incredible the amount of details that have gone into this. Oh, that's the footman. That's Jack. I don't know if you guys noticed, but downstairs he's Jack. Upstairs he's John. So they use his very formal name upstairs, but downstairs, amongst his downstairs family, he's just Jack. Oh, I know. The last episode, I mean, it just kind of have you like teetering on the edge of your seat. But again, I don't want to give out any spoilers because some guys have not seen it yet. And yes, there's Queen Bertha right there. Love Queen Bertha. That's so interesting that the American women wore their tiaras, um, you know, with the same type of what do you call it, formality as any of the aristocratic women. Of course, for you to have something as elaborate as that means that you are probably very, very wealthy. The only thing that would have made Bertha's trip to Sidmouth Castle more interesting, God, I wish she would have taken her sister with her. That's the only thing that would have been more interesting is taking her sister. Oh man, that would have been golden. They could have like double teamed one of those snobby people. And of course, I forget the doctor's name, but the guy in the white suit, he's a doctor. And that is the black aristocracy. Well, not aristocracy, but the nouveau riche. They are enjoying themselves. Uh, oh gosh, where were they? In Newport? I think they were in Newport. I think some of them had purchased property up in Newport. And there's Miss Brooks with a King Charles Cocker Spaniel. Oh, and I'm not going to spoil this. I am not going to spoil this, but that is the scene right there that had everybody like reeling by the time the credits rolled. So I tell you what, I'm going to wait to the end of the season before I say anything else about the Gilded Age, but it made me actually watch a documentary about oh gosh, Consuelo Vanderbilt. It actually made me watch a documentary about her. Fascinating lady. I think she lived until 1964. And what's interesting is that there is a photograph of uh, uh, Consuelo and Winston Churchill sitting together on a stoop somewhere on some steps or whatever. At I guess it was Blenheim. Now here is the cast and crew in their regular. Well, I was going to say street clothes, but I don't think they dress like that every day. Uh, but it looks like they became very, very close during the filming of the show. Yeah, so there's Julian Fellows. I do believe Julian Fellows is confined to a wheelchair now. I saw that maybe a year ago at a flower show. But whatever is going on, it has not affected his mind. He is still an excellent writer. And of course, there's Audra McDonald's, and I don't know if I recognize those other people. I think that's Audra McDonald's. And this is, can you believe that young lady in that power suit? That is actually, what's her name? The heiress, Ross, the daughter, the one that just married the Duke. Yeah, that's her right there. She looks so different from the costumey version of herself. Oh gosh, what is her name? Taza Farmiga, Gladys Russell. Yeah, she's the one that plays Gladys Russell. I've been on a while. I'm not sure if my messages are registering. Oh, yeah, I guess this counts, right? Oh, what emails? I hope our emails are not given out. They are private. What is this about emails? Oh, yes, I heard it was renewed another season. Um, and what is that? Given the YouTube email instead of name tonight. I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean? But yes, I believe they were renewed. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure. Oh, those numbers. The numbers behind the names. I just noticed that. Well, actually, I guess I was looking at it earlier, but I wasn't sure. I thought, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean that they have those numbers behind the name. That is kind of weird. I wonder why they did that. Yeah, I see that for everyone. Lydia Washington, thank you so much for 48 months membership. They have I don't know if you guys get the same. Well, I don't know if we get some of the same messages from YouTube, but for the content creators, they are constantly tweaking and adjusting things. So, yeah, legs, I don't see your numbers. Oh, but there is something extra though, isn't it? Oh, this is crap. I don't like that. It's clogging up everything. Oh well. That's interesting. I wonder why they're doing that. Hopefully it's just a glitch and they will fix it. So, let me see here. I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to go to someone's individual let me see. Nope, I don't want to do that. Um I want to go to your account to see if I go to your account, will it still be there? But that's okay. You know, there's like a little star next to your names on my screen, and I don't know what that star is for. Isn't that interesting? I have no idea what that star is for. Anyway, Lydia, if something happens to your account, I click the star. Um, I don't know what it means, but okay, let me see. Go to channel. Oh, all right. So you guys on your individual channels, I see like Lydia's channel, I see numbers behind her name, just like it is here. Don't know why, but okay. Okay, you're still there. That's good. So I'm just gonna leave that star the way it is. Now, when I do the star, what does that do though? Let me do another one and see what happens. I don't know what that does. Oh well. Oh, look at there. Do you see that? I put the comment on the screen. Look at the screen. You see that? There's a little switch here where I can put the comment on the screen. That's fun, right? Yeah. They got a little switch here. I can put the comment on the screen. Don't know why I would want to do that, but you can. Oh, you know what? I guess if someone's watching on television, huh? If you're watching on television, I can put the comments on the screen so that you don't have to look at your phone. That is clever. I like that. Right? That's very convenient if somebody's watching on their phone. You guys, I am spoiling I am spoiling my niece. Her mom had got her a computer, right? Her mother got her a computer, and I heard her in the background saying something about now I need some speakers, and her mother was like, "Just use the speaker that you have now. It should work. See if your speaker's got a Bluetooth." Well, you know what I did? I did something I shouldn't have. I texted her. I was like, pick out some speakers. I don't know why I was whispering. Pick out some speakers on Amazon and send me the link. So, of course, she did. And anyway, better to, what is that they say? Better to something and than ask forgiveness or whatever. So, yeah, they're on the way. I mean, you can't have a new this and not a new that, right? That's not right. So, yeah, they'll be there tomorrow. The funny thing is, I don't even have speakers for my computer, but now she got some. I just use the one that comes out the computer. Oh, really? So you say you've always seen comments on my TV. There is an option you can select. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyway, let me get that off the screen. Thank you for telling me that. Okay. That is what's her name? That is Carrie Coons. She plays the matriarch of the Russell family. And that, of course, is Morgan Spector. His name is Morgan Spector. He plays George Russell. So that is George and Bertha Russell. All of them got such old fashioned names, don't they? They all have old fashioned names, okay? Okay, listen to some of these names. Um, Agnes, Ada, Bertha, George, Peggy, Marion, Gladys, Oscar, Larry, Jack. Let me see. Now, Aurora. I love that name, Aurora Fane. That is I love that name. Okay. Patrick, Douglas, John, Irwin. No, Aaron. That's Aaron with an E. I mean, yeah, well, it's a girl. Aaron, um, Kelly, Sullivan, Nicole, Ashley. That's kind of modern. David, Ward, uh, Thomas, Gareth, Michael. Yeah. Very old fashioned names, I think. Some of them. Huh. Okay. Let me see here. There's an account on Instagram and the threads that encourage. Oh, really? All right. Well, I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's just like you can't have a new computer and not some new speakers. Of course, now I want some speakers. Oh, okay. You know what? When I put the star on your name, it's already highlight. It's already highlighted on my screen with that tone of blue. But when I put the star, then even after I'm, after I take you off the screen here, even after I take you off the screen, your comment is still highlighted. So I guess if I had to like scroll back to it, I can find it easily. Oh, okay. I tell you, I learn something new with this every night. And of course, there's Agnes Nixon rocking that black outfit, and Christine Bransky and the lady with the dark hair there, that I believe she is the daughter of Meryl Streep. Louisa Jacobs. I think that's her name. Louisa Jacobs. And I believe they say she is Meryl Streep's daughter. She looks good with dark hair. You know, she's a blonde on the movie, but there she has the dark hair. I think it looks good on her. Huh. Very interesting. All right, let's go on here. Okay, so that's it for the what do you call that? The Gilded Age. That is it. Nothing else to share with that. So anyway, you guys, I encourage you to watch it. I loved it. There's 8 episodes per season, if I'm correct. So do check it out. All right, let me get an update from the tsunami and see what's happened. Well, the threat of tsunami. Don't want to get ahead of myself. You guys, all right. Let me go on to first tsunami wave hits Russia and Japan with buildings washed away. Strongest quake since 2011 sparks Pacific wide panic as sirens blare and Hawaii tells residents to get to higher ground now. Okay. Let me check out one of the YouTube channels to see what I see. Okay, I'm looking at a live image of the coastline of Japan, and there's white foamy waves, but so far it doesn't look like it's caused any problems. Let me see here. I should think that it's not going to be terrible. So far, there's a lot of warnings, but Hawaii, I guess they're the ones to watch. Make sure that. Could you imagine your whole life saving for a Hawaiian vacation and you find yourself having to retreat to higher ground? Okay, I'm looking at a live image. There's absolutely no one on the beach, and the water looks rather calm. So maybe nothing. Hopefully. All right, so let's get on to something else then. Again, happy birthday, Connie Bomber. Many happy returns of the day. Yes, it's on Max. It's on Max. Gilded Age is on Max. Yes, once again, the Gilded Age is on Max. I'm sorry, I neglected to mention that earlier. So The Cambridges or the Welleses, they have been thrown under the bus. Let me explain. I'm not sure how to interpret this because, as we all know, there is a invisible contract, Kate and Will's holiday mystery. So they have pinned this, the Kate and Will's holiday mystery, right? Now, that is an old image of Will and Kate. I believe it's from 2013. That is an old image of them on the top of that yacht there. Plus, the yacht that they're on is massive in comparison to that one. But a 40 million pound super yacht, an enchanting Greek island, and the mystery of William and Kate's summer holiday. Now, something is very wrong with the number. They are reporting 40 million here. And yet, any place else you go, the number is more like $450 million. Now, I don't know what the exchange rate is, but 40 million pounds and $450 million, that is an entire universe apart, not even a world apart, a universe apart. So they are playing games with the numbers. They're playing games with the numbers. I guess they're trying to make it, I don't know, why would they say 40 million, which is still a lot of money for a yacht or a pleasure craft, when the actual number that everyone else besides the Daily Mail is using is $450 million. Why do that? I don't understand how there's such a big space in between the actual numbers. Okay. Let me see. I got to open that up so I can share that with you. Give me just a second. Whew. There we go. All right. Normally at this time of year, people of the, I guess is Ionian Islands talk of being overworked and little else. With nearly 3 million tourists visiting the region. Yeah. Let's get to the interesting part. For more than a week, though, another topic, a question, has dominated conversation in bars and taverns, particularly on beautiful Kefalonia, Kefalonia. Has everyone seen Prince William and his family? That's the question. Has everyone seen Prince William and his family? Locals swear blind that Prince and Princess of Wales and their children George are on the island, arrived to the island by a private Learjet, right? Which is kind of odd because Learjets, the Learjet is not as popular as they used to be, right? So, I mean, they still make them, but you hardly ever hear people say Learjet anymore. Anyway, they say it was a private Learjet on July the 16th. Let me see. Where the future king and in-laws, Carol and Mike Middleton, all were then driven to a waiting super yacht and from there to the Azure waters and, well, you know where. Okay, speculation has been rife. Oh, yes, I got a picture of their boat. A taxi driver assures me he flourishes his phone and a photo of the super yacht cruising north of the capital's Argostali. He adds, is owned by Microsoft tycoon, a billionaire tech guy. I know for sure this is the one that they're on. So okay, they're saying that they're on some Microsoft super yacht, but everybody else is saying that they're on another on that bigger yacht that belongs to one of the, what is it, one of the Saudi or the Emirates royals or whatever. Okay, but down here it says here's 340 million pound, 146 meter, that's 100, oh, that's 479 feet mega yacht Opera is said to be the one of the most opulent private vessels in the world. So, yeah, they're on the bigger yacht. Trust me, they are on the bigger yacht. So there you go. That's the headline. The retired civil servant and his royal fan who swears she spotted the Waleses on a 40 million pound super yacht off the coast of the enchanting Greek island. Daily Mail wants to tell us and not tell us all at the same time. They write this story like people are speculating they're there. They show Will and Kate on their one of their big blaring headlines, an old picture of them and everything. They don't want to say they're there, but they're telling us they're there. You know, why not just report it like everybody else and just say they're there? But instead, they're going around in circles insinuating that that oh, what's that you say there? I can't see good already. This making it harder. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I do? Oh, let me scroll some more here. Oh, what you mean with having the what do you call it on the screen? Was that a problem for you? Let me see. Oh, the numbers. Yes, the numbers are throwing us off. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, I don't know why the numbers are up there. Well, I tell you what, if you guys look at someone else's channel and you don't see the numbers, let me know. Maybe it's something I can do to get rid of them. I mean, if it is, I'll do what I can, but they are a bit annoying because they're making everything smaller, right? Okay. Okay, while the story was ignored by the British media, it was picked up around the world. The Delhi based Hindustan Times, for instance, ran an account under the headline Prince William, Kate Middleton sailing around Greece on a yacht belonging to Emirati sheikh. Some stories specified restaurant and royals were supposed to have visited. Social media hastened the story's spread, proclaiming certain facts and inflexible certainties, where rumors were quicker than the opera at full tilt. Locals added their own. See, they're saying this. They're saying this as though people are imagining that they're there. You understand what I'm saying? Why are they doing this? Why not just report the darn story like everyone else? And then it gets really weird. Okay. Social okay, the taverna water, no, water. The taverna waiter in the pretty fishing village of Agia Infamia, where the opera dropped anchor, tells me the royals were taken to a harbor by a tender boat. There were about 12 black people car- what is that? 12 black people carriers waiting. There were about 12 black people carriers waiting for them. Then they were driven to the Melisani cave, which was closed for the day just for them. Okay. But did he see William and Kate and the kids in the flesh? No. But my cousin Vangelis did, I'm sure of it. Once located, however, Vangelis, whatever, admits, I saw their executive cars speeding through the village, but I'm sorry, I cannot truly say that I eyeballed them. Why all the cloak and dagger? Why all the cloak and dagger? Why not just say they're there? What is the point of it? Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. Let me see here. Yeah, okay. Let me screenshot this because I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it up there for you. That's why I had to look at that twice. I'm like, black people. This is the Daily Mail. That's how they wrote it. Let me share it with you. Okay. Unless my eyes are deceiving me. Okay, this is a screenshot from the Daily Mail. You see there? There were about, look at the third from the bottom there. There were about 12 black people carriers waiting for them. 12 black people carriers? Now, what is a black people? Is that like a black cab? What does that mean? There were about 12 black people carriers. I'm sure they don't mean black people. Huh. I'm sure that's not what they mean. Anyway, I just find it awfully strange. Well, this is a Daily Mail, so it's not translated from another language. I told you that's why I said now it becomes kind of weird. Let me see what they mean by that. I'm going to look at something else. I'm going to do this before I call Al Sharpton because y'all know I keep Al Sharpton on speed dial. Um, I don't know if that's supposed to be some kind of a transportation or something. I don't know. Oh well, um, like I say, it's the Daily Mail. Who knows what it really means? Yeah, so anyway, this article, it is playing the were they there or were they not there thing. Um, for whatever reason, they just it's like they want to tell people that they're there, but they don't want to just come out and say it. They're just going to say that people say that they saw them, but they have no proof of it. Everybody's seen them or knows someone who has seen them, but there is no proof of it. Now, this one right here just says it, out loud. This is called luxury launches. An overtly generous Abu Dhabi prince offered his ultra secretive $450 million super yacht to Prince William and Kate for a vacation in Greek waters as long as shuttles. Oh, as long as four space shuttles. The opera is so big that it has more rooms than the royals' four-story London residence. Huh. Go figure that. Zandy Sussex says after being named at the center of the 2018 and 2022 FIFA World Cup bidding scandal, William continues to show he's a man of few ethics. This yacht freebie smells as bad as Charles receiving paper bags of cash under the table. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, huh? I get it, apple tree. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But look at how big that thing is. You see that? I mean, I'm just counting all of those little port windows along the side there. If each of those little port windows is a room, or even if it's like two port windows per room, that gives you an idea of how big that yacht is. I think you should call it a ship. You should call that thing a ship. It's not even right to call it a yacht. Oh, well, that's huge, though. Okay, thank you so much. A bus. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, a bus. Okay. And of course, that is the prince that loaned out the boat. And remember the other day, Feminegra had this article that says British media ignores Wells yacht controversy while once implying Meghan Sussex was linked to a murder. Meaning, of course, the earrings that she's wearing were given to her as a wedding present from someone over there somewhere, and that those earrings were given by someone who was linked, that they said was linked to Khashoggi or whoever that was that got whacked. But and then, of course, the big lie that they told at the palace, they said that Meghan insists that she should wear those earrings, even though she knew everything about them or something like that. But of course, if we were to go through the entire royal jewel collection, we could all pick and choose things that were soaked in blood, as they love to say. Let's see, Baron, at the point of it is to try to cover the fact that they are on the yacht belonging to the guy from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and of course, by saying it could have been a bigger yacht or a smaller yacht, they may have seen them, they may not have seen them. Well, that gives people the chance to cast doubt that they were there in the first place. And then, of course, the article says either way, they're back home now. So it was all deliberately written to confuse or confound people. You know what? The other day, I bought some of those. You remember those little rock candy things that crackle when you put it on your tongue? Right? I bought some of those the other day. Could you all hear that? That's the candy. Those ones that kind of pop. Those are good. Okay. So, um, there we go. This shows you the Sussex supporters something impact report. The Sussex squad has raised, according to this, we have raised $1,207,053. You guys give yourselves a pat on the back for that. That is outstanding. The Sussex squad, now they have no equivalent to this over on the dark side. So give yourselves an applause. Yeah, those other people, they don't have anything like this. You see there? If you look at it, let's see. I guess the biggest year ever was 2020. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2020, $388,000. Oh, wow. See there? Let me see. Total by location. Africa, $420,039. Very impressive. That is very impressive. So yeah, you guys have done amazing. Congratulations. Let's see. Events, children, youth, clean water, environment, meals, military veterans, others, playground, various. And thank you to whoever put all these together. We couldn't possibly know this if it wasn't for you. So thank you, whoever put this together. Yeah, I don't know who does the accounting for this, but that is spectacular. And with that, you guys, I am done. Thank you all very much. Again, happy birthday to Connie Balmer and many happy returns of the day. Yes, there we go. So, yeah, if you have any last comments, go ahead and put those in there. This was kind of a laid back Royal Sussex today. And unfortunately, no signs of a tsunami from what I can tell. And that's a good thing. We don't need a tsunami. Okay. Cheers. Good night, everyone. Love you guys. I'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, you guys, I'm going to put a link up. There is I haven't watched it myself, and I didn't get around to it yet, but there is a link for a special Connie Balmer video over on Majesty Sussex Report. So I encourage you all to go over there and watch it. Let me pin it to the top of the chat, if that makes it easier for you. Again, there's a okay, and there we go. Majesty Sussex Report. There is a link up at the top. I think I'm going to look at it right now while you guys are here. Wow, it's 13 minutes long. Okay, maybe I'll watch it on my own time. Oh, this is so beautiful. First member. Happy birthday, Connie. Oh, Connie Balmer, you were the first member for oh my goodness. See what I said? Connie Balmer is always one of the first ones there. That is amazing. How cool is that, you guys? Again, there's a link at the top of the chat. Please go over there. Yes, please go over there. I put the link at the top of the chat. You know what? I'm going to have to put this link with the birthday card, I believe. That'll make sense. Wow, this is amazing. Okay. Okay, so if you go over to the birthday card, it's like the very first comment that you'll see for Connie Balmer. Wait, is it? Did I do that right? Or did I not? Oh, crap. What did I just do? No, I don't think that's right. Well, anyway, I'll fix it. I can fix it. Anyway, good night, everyone. I will see you next time. Okay, there we go. I got it. Perfect. Okay, lovely. That is perfect. Okay, I see what I did there. I put it in the wrong place, but it's good now. All right, it is all sorted. Lydia Washington says, Antonio is so creative. A well-deserved honor, Connie. Yes, absolutely. Connie Bomber, are you gone? Are you still here? Oh, maybe she's just starting her day. Okay. Thank you, Cookies and Cream. All right. Cheers. See you all.